So this is kind of what it looks like. And of course, there's many ways to do it, but we just write the name. We used to have pictures, but it just got to be, I mean, we had 1,500 members. We just couldn't keep up with it, I think. So, or maybe we never had pictures. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But you see the name, and then these stars, there's just room for stars. And like this member here has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70 books read. I mean, and then once you get to 80, then we do this book report thing, which is really a way of holding their hands to 100. Once you get to 100, then your name goes up. If you do those 20 book reports, you don't have to, you don't need to do that. But if you do those 20, then your name goes up on another poster, which is the 100 book club. And that's like kind of a big deal. Right.
I guess what I mean to say is like not necessarily like a chart with the names, but like so just like a chart of like the milestones, right? So like an infographic that we could share with our librarians in terms of like you know, like I don't know, like maybe somebody like walking up a pyramid and like, you know, each step represents like the book and then like a little blurb about like what you do. Just something like very visual. I don't know if that makes sense.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, we don't have that yet, but like now I'm excited to work on that.
You know, I would just say, Zarina, that the book reports is something we want to be careful that doesn't seem like it's kind of like schoolwork exactly. There's a reason why we do it, and it's because kids are very motivated to get to that 100 books, and they really want to have their name on that wall and celebrate that. And so that last 20 is our way of sort of holding their hands. It's our way of sort of saying, hey, we want to spend some real time with you thinking together. It's like a reading conference in like a lot of teachers in the American system do a lot of reading instruction where you sit down with the student, you say, hey, what are you reading? Talk to me about what you're working on as a reader. Oh, you know, and you know, so there's a conference, like it's just a short conference. And then this, you know, that's kind of what we're going for with the book reports, is a chance to talk 20 times with a librarian about what the student is reading in a meaningful way. It isn't a spelling lesson. It's not a lesson that isn't, I mean, we do sometimes say, hey, this is, you know, we might talk about writing, but the idea is not that they, is to get them beyond like copying things from the book and towards thinking about the book in a new way, because we know that at some point they're going to be out on their own in the wild reading, and we just want them to have one more opportunity to sort of think about those skills. Does that make sense?
I mean, it makes sense. So I should clarify. So the library that we're opening up is in Afghanistan. And so like the adult literacy level is below 50%. So most of the librarians that we're training aren't necessarily, we hope to find one that would be, you know, a bit more educated. But like if we find someone who's very personable, who only has like at this point, like the you know, a 7th grade reading level of someone who's very personable would be a good qualification for a librarian for us. And so a lot of the materials that we give to our teachers and our librarians, we try to make them as visual as possible, just to like lower the barrier of entry for the training for them. So that's the reason why I like whenever I ask for training material, I try to find things that are as visual as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And I think you're right. Personable is really important. You know, you don't have to have a university degree in English or any other language to be a great librarian. You have to ideally you like books and you like children or people, right? I mean, every kind of person.
Exactly. Our sentiments, exactly.
So